Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News at 11 starts now.
The year 2021 is here, but what is it going to look like in terms of a pandemic? I'll give you an actual timeline on when things might return back to normal.
3 people killed in a violent crash minutes before midnight on New Year's Eve. What we're learning now about the victims. Well, let's go ahead and begin here at 11 with Storm Tracker 4 and the freezing rain hitting Metro Detroit. Paul, we know it's been a wet start to 2021, and right now a lot of slick spots are out there on the roads.
Yeah, there are, Sandra, and some areas have not changed over, but some have. So let's take a look at Storm Tracker 4. You can see the movement from southwest to northeast, and so why don't we go ahead and just stop the radar and take a look at who's getting what. And one thing I'm real pleased about is this rain snow line is exactly as I expected it earlier. So areas to the south and east of that line are generally getting rain. There are a few pockets of freezing rain, but mostly just rain. And then to the north and west of that, it's generally freezing rain. So let's get into 4-zone weather. Temperatures are so critical. You can see at City Airport, Metro Airport, Taylor, Windsor, Grosse Ile, you're all above freezing. Then you get farther back to the northwest and inland, Canton, you're 32 degrees, West Bloomfield at 31. Down in our south zone, above freezing, closer to Lake Erie, but then you get inland and we're right at freezing. Up in our west zone, you can see below freezing, 31 at Whitmore Lake, 32 at Howell, 31 at Linwood. And in our north zone, most areas are below freezing or at freezing. Melvin, the one spot that's an exception there, at 33 degrees. So we're going to see this freezing rain and rain changing over to snow overnight. And if you're going out tomorrow morning, just keep in mind that even though all the weather is gone, unsalted roads and sidewalks are going to be a mess. So be aware of that. But the main roads have been salted, and they should be fine tomorrow morning. Be back to talk about the Sunday snow in just a few minutes.
We're following breaking news right now out of Redford, where an endangered missing advisory was just issued for a young girl. Police are looking for 8-year-old Malia Wisser. She was last seen near 7 Mile and Beach Daily. Police do believe that she may be with family members, and they're trying to find her to check on her well-being. If you have any information at all, you're being asked to call Redford Police. We are learning more tonight about the 3 people killed in a violent 2-car crash in Corktown. 2 of the victims, married couple Rodney and Marlene Rodriguez. Larry Spruill is live on Michigan Avenue tonight for us with the very latest. Larry?
Well, Sandra, that accident happened right here on Michigan Avenue, just down the street from police headquarters. Now, family and friends tell me that he just picked up his wife from work when the crash happened. Friday night, friends and family of Rodney and Marlene Rodriguez are remembering the 2 after they died in this accident on Michigan Avenue. Now, according to this GoFundMe page, Rodney and Marlene were married for 43 years. They were loving parents, grandparents, and committed to the city of Detroit. Both well known in their neighborhood and had big hearts for helping others. Rodney just picked up his wife, who worked at a city casino when the accident happened, New Year's Eve night. Larry and Tahisha Smith just left MGM Casino when they saw the crash.
We heard the noise, but we didn't know exactly what it was. But by the time we got up there, we seen the front of a hood, and then another part of the car smashed.
Now, police say Rodney and Marlene were in their Mercury Sable. The car seen here split in half. They both died at the scene. Officers tell Local 4 an 87-year-old male was driving a 2017 Cadillac and heading west on Michigan when he ran into Rodney and Marlene. Now, many are trying to figure out what happened.
Well, I don't know if it was the gray car that did it or the Cadillac that did it, but whoever did it should have been doing it, because look what it ended. I mean, 3 lives gone for what? It was just something I don't never want to see again. I feel my heart goes out to the family, because that's a harsh way to lose somebody.
And police say that other driver, he also died, that was in this crash. And they're asking if you know anything about this accident to call police or Crime Stoppers. Meanwhile, there is a GoFundMe set up for the family for funeral arrangements, and information is on our website, clickondetroit.com. We're live in Corktown tonight. Larry Spruill, Local 4.
All right. Thank you, Larry. In South Lyon, a 19-year-old in custody tonight in connection with the shooting death of a teenage boy. 17-year-old Dylan Stamper was shot and killed at a home on Liberty, right near 10 Mile in Lafayette. This happened Wednesday night. His father was also shot. He remains in the hospital in critical condition. Police have not yet released the suspect's name. The investigation has now been turned over to the Oakland County Prosecutor's Office. The U.S. has now surpassed 20 million total cases of COVID-19. And according to the COVID Tracking Project, there are more than 125,000 coronavirus patients right now in hospitals across the country. The U.S. also closed out the year with December being the deadliest and most infectious month since the start of the pandemic, with more than 77,000 lives lost. Here in Michigan, we don't have any new numbers from the state today on new cases. That's due to the New Year holiday. We are expecting an update, though, tomorrow. That update should include data from the past several days. And as the vaccine rollout continues, many people are excited that 2020 is officially in the past. But we all know the COVID problem didn't disappear when the clock struck midnight. Nick Monticelli joining us now with a realistic look at the time frame for trying to get to something that feels like normal. Nick?
Good evening, everybody. I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but it looks like 2021 could look a whole lot like 2020. It's going to be better in terms of cases, but in terms of how we live our day-to-day lives, it's going to be almost the entire year.
Definitely not over. It's not going to be over soon.
We have talked and listened to experts all day long, and all of them are saying the same thing. COVID-19 is never going away, and the all clear from the pandemic?
Probably toward the end of 2021, to be honest.
Dr. Matthew Sims is the director of infectious disease research at Beaumont Royal Oak. He says mask wearing, social distancing, all those precautions will be here until at least 70% of the population is vaccinated.
We're going to need that till we hit pretty close to that 70%. And that's what's going to get us through to the 70%.
Don't just take his word for it. Our own Dr. Frank McGeorge, an ER doc at Henry Ford, says the same thing. How many get vaccinated is a key factor.
There's already evidence that there will be vaccine hesitancy, especially in minority communities. There are also some things we just don't know about the vaccines that will play a role. How effectively they stop transmission, not just symptomatic illness, and that is a big difference. Also, how long does immunity last?
It's the same thought at the national level. The mask-wearing, non-gathering rules, those will be in effect for at least half of this year.
And since the vaccine is not 100% effective, and we don't know what the durability of the protection is, you also want to wear a mask to protect yourself from getting infected. So wearing a mask, physical distancing, avoiding crowds, that should all stay.
So just to reiterate, all these social distancing rules and masks and things like that, at least until the fall. The all clear, not until the end of this year. Likely, anyway. Also, there's been some discussion about this new strain of COVID-19. Could it make things worse? Possibly. Our own Dr. Frank McGeorge saying it will be worse in terms of cases and the numbers, but it could be better. The only silver lining, because there might be more immunity because of it down the road. I'm Nick Monticelli, Local 4.
An out-of-state man charged in the plot to kidnap Governor Gretchen Whitmer is fighting to be released from prison. 45-year-old Barry Croft has requested his release as his case now moves forward in court. Croft was arrested back in October after feds called him a ringleader in the plot to kidnap the governor. In court filings, prosecutors label him a violent extremist and also say releasing him would be unreasonable. Right now, he is behind bars in a Philadelphia federal prison, awaiting extradition back to Michigan. Still ahead, Target issuing a recall of some baby clothes. We're going to tell you about the specific products now being pulled from store shelves. A mother kidnapped from her home at gunpoint. New developments in the search to find her and what police are saying tonight about her abductor. But first, a busy New Year's Day in the nation's capital. What had Senate Republicans voting against President Trump? That's next.